Hey, my name is Hasib, and this is Aman, and we're Closing the Gap. And today we're at Virginia Tech asking students about their stance on pro-life and pro-choice. Let's see what they have to say about it. You ready?
Let's go.
What's your stance on pro-life and pro-choice, and why?
I'm pro-choice, mostly because as a woman, I know firsthand what it's like to have a lot of people trying to tell you what to do with your body, and with something as serious as giving birth to a child, everything that goes along with it, only the person carrying the baby should really be able to decide what to do when put in that situation.
I'm pro-life. I believe everyone has a right to live.
I would say that I am pro-choice because I want women to be able to make the choice of whether or not they want to have an abortion or not, just because abortion is legal. But personally, for me, I would never abort my child, so I am pro-life in that sense, and that's also because religious reasons.
Well, I'm kind of more of a pro-life just because of the way I've been raised and everything.
I'm kind of pro-choice because it's not really my place to say, because I am a guy, and I do think that though we have a role in our overall stance on it, but it's mostly a woman's decision what to do with her body.
I'm pro-life personally. I believe that, I think the main issue in the whole debate comes to when life starts, and I think it's too hard to make a line before conception. Personally, I believe life starts when the brain has activity, but then you can say what about a day before that? So I think it's safest to say at conception. But I'm also a libertarian, so I believe people have rights, they can do what they want with their body. It's a really tough issue. Yeah. And I would say it doesn't really matter to me because I'm a guy, and you just wear protection. I think that's the best stance on abortion, is just don't get a girl pregnant.
I'm pro-choice because I believe that women should be able to decide what they want to do with their own bodies.
I agree. I'm also pro-choice. I just think that it should be available to women just depending on their circumstances. I think that should be available.
I am pro-choice because I think that women should have the right to decide what is done to their bodies. So, yeah.
Do you think men should be a part of the conversation?
I think men should be a part of the conversation, but I think that women should have a bigger role in deciding overall what happens.
I don't think so, because it's a woman's body, and the men usually don't have a say. They shouldn't have a say over a woman's body.
I do think that women should be the ones to ultimately decide what they do. And I can understand if they're married or something, keeping their husband informed, but the husband or the man shouldn't have the direct say of what happens.
Part of the conversation, yes, but for the decision, I think it's largely for the women.
I do think they should be a part of the conversation just because, if men don't have the choice, maybe a woman wants to have an abortion, but the man would be willing to take the child even if she doesn't want it, that could totally be an option,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think men should be part of the choice, just for the same reasons as her.
They can be part of the conversation, but really they should just listen. Men, they're not the ones having the children. Why should they be telling women whether they can or cannot have it just doesn't make sense. They can be a part of the conversation, but they need to just listen because it's not about them.
Yeah, because men were part of the reason that life was born, so I think they should have a stance in it too.
And do you think abortion should be legal?
No, I don't really think abortion should be legal. I think it's wrong and rude to human life.
I do think abortion should be legal, but there should be limits on it. Past a certain stage, you can't have one or something like that.
Yes, I do.
Absolutely. Yes.
With regulation, I think it should be allowed for certain circumstances, but again, if there's a whole lot of circumstances.
Be legal, but I think there should be how maybe up until the second trimester, or definitely not. I think right now it's up until the third trimester, which I don't agree with.
Okay, so certain situations, or certain points.
Yeah, I don't think it should be legal, just because one, the way I was raised, and then two, depending on the situations, you've got rape situations and stuff like that, so that's a different case in that sense.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. Do you agree or disagree with the things that were said? Join the conversation on March 11th at 6 p.m. through Zoom. Hope to see you there. Till then, stay safe.